Hey everybody, how you doing? Jason Lopez, your friendly neighborhood real estate broker. Hey, welcome to my last video post of 2009. Hope you had a great Christmas and Hanukkah. Looking forward to New Year's, and wanted to kind of close the year out talking about what we can expect in 2010 in terms of the real estate market and what's going on out there. So I'm not big on making predictions. There's one I'm going to make here in a few minutes, but in terms of what we can expect in 2010, hey, I think it's going to be very similar to what we've experienced in 2009. Still going to be a challenging market, dealing with some mortgage issues and things of that nature. But I think we're starting to crawl out of the worst of it, and we'll see how things kind of play out. There's certainly some things I'm going to talk about here that are going to have a major impact on exactly how 2010 will go down. But let's kind of jump into it. And again, I'm not really big on predictions, but I do want to talk about some of the big trends that have emerged in the last year and kind of the direction of the business from, kind of the real estate agent's perspective, the company perspective, if you will. So first on the list, I want to talk about mobile applications and smartphones. Mobile has become huge, guys, and I would suggest to you that as a real estate agent out in the field, if you're not connected mobilely via a smartphone, you're really doing yourself and your customers a disservice. In fact, I will go so far as to say that nobody in the coming year will work for me unless they are connected mobilely, can access their email, can get online, is capable of texting. Not because these are the coolest tools to have, guys, but it's because your customers demand it. This is how they communicate, and we should be able to meet them on that level to build that relationship with them. So get yourself an iPhone, get yourself a BlackBerry, make sure you're connected mobily out in the field. I mean, just imagine you're out showing property and your buyer says, hey, why aren't we looking at that house? Hey, you pull up your MLS right on your phone, or you go to a mobile site where you can access MLS data, and you can tell them, hey, it's only got 2 bedrooms, you want 3, it's 30 grand out of your price limit, whatever, but you've got the information at your fingertips, guys, and that could be a big factor in customer service and the perception of you by the customer. So get connected, do it now, don't wait. Other technologies that have come out that have really streamlined things for us, guys, things like digital signature software, DocuSign in particular. So again, you're out with a client showing property, they say they like it, they'll take it. Traditional agent has got to hop in the car, go back to the office, write up the contract, print it out, have the client sign it, then they fax it off to the agent. Well, how about this? Right on the hood of my car, let's pull up WinForms on my netbook or my broadband connected laptop. Let's fill the contract out right on ZipForms online. Let's upload it right into DocuSign. Let's have the buyer digitally sign it, and then let's email it right off to the listing agent before we ever leave the house. Talk about service, guys. Talk about efficiency. That's the way it's going to be done here, and a lot of our people are already doing that. So again, get connected, smartphone, get yourself set up on one of the digital signature software. I recommend DocuSign. I know a lot of people also use Settleware. Video, absolutely becoming more prevalent. I've been using the Flip recently. I love it. Again, maybe you're out showing property, you're videoing as you're showing the client the property, you show them 3 or 4 homes. At the end of the day, you upload the video, you send them a link to your Flip video channel or your YouTube video channel, and they have a look at all the homes they saw that day, all the amenities, what they liked, what they didn't like, the views, whatever. And then, of course, they can share that information with their friends and family, because it is going to be a communal decision, right? So get into the video. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of great feedback, and it's certainly, again, from a service standpoint, something that can really help your business. Blogging. Guys, if you don't have a blog on a local level, again, doing yourself a disservice. What can you do to generate interest in your community or the areas you like to work in? Blogging is the best way to do that, guys. Go out to the schools, go out to the parks, go out to the events, talk about it, get it up there, let people know why it's so great to live in your community or the communities you service, and become that trusted advisor, that go-to source for that information that helps people make the best decisions for themselves. Blogging is a great way to do that. Mix in the video with your blogs as well, right? It's a great way to also visually show them what's so great about living there, not just telling them about it. Okay, so here's my one prediction for 2010. Mergers and acquisitions. I guarantee we're going to see a major merger or acquisition in 2010. We had a couple of interesting things happen this past year. The announcement that Real Living and GMAC Real Estate had merged, and that they will continue on as Real Living. Pretty big. I think it gives them a presence in 48 states, and it's going to be, I think, a great opportunity for those companies and their brokers and agents. We had a big broker down in Atlanta, Georgia, who left one major franchise, went to another. So we see these things happen. I guarantee 2010 we're going to see another big one, so stay tuned for that. I think that's going to be pretty interesting. Foreclosures and short sales. I think probably the last quarter of 2009, we've finally seen the banks start to come around a little bit on the short sales. They're making their decisions quicker. That helps everybody along the line, the agents and certainly the clients. So hopefully we're going to continue this trend. A lot of the banks are now being set up or have set up systems that allow them to kind of streamline the short sale, much like they do on the foreclosure side. So we should see more inventory hitting the market because of that, and hopefully these other foreclosures that they've been talking about will finally see the light of day, and we'll get some of them on the market, create more opportunities for our buyers that are looking. There are some issues on the loan side, the big one being the appraisal guidelines, the HVCC, which we talked about. I know there's a lot going on with that still. But the other big one this year, guys, was the new law relating to mortgage brokers. Really, mortgage brokers are probably going the way of the dinosaur because a lot of these brokers have had to not had to disclose some of the back-end fees and commissions they earn, which now have to be disclosed properly. So a lot of these people are transitioning more to banking operations, which is costly. So a lot of them are going out of business or going to work for a bank. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll know that pretty quickly here in January as that law takes effect. The last thing I want to talk about, guys, is the big box traditional brokers, and one in particular, Century 21 Award, who's made the decision to kind of become the sleeping giant waking up. And this also involves me, as I am now transitioning to Century 21 Award. I'll be starting with them January 4th, and I'll be heading up their interactive business development division, creating and building this new division, lead generation, other company lead sources, kind of blending everything together cohesively. And I just want to give kudos to David Romero at Century 21 Award for stepping up, putting his money where his mouth is, recognizing that there's some opportunity here that most companies aren't taking advantage of. And David's going to position his company to be at the forefront of this and not be a follower getting the game too late. So future vlogs and information will be coming courtesy of Jason Lopez at Century 21 Award, and 16 offices throughout Southern California. I encourage you to check them out. I'm really excited about the opportunity, and I know we'll be talking more. Hey, until then, guys, enjoy the rest of 2009, and let's win in 2010. Take care.